going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. So today, we're going to take a quick break from our top 5 positional series, and if you missed it yesterday, we dropped the 5 best wide receivers in MUT 22 for October, and we're going to take a look at some budget items. So in this video, and we'll be doing defense probably tomorrow, we're going to take a look at the top 5 offensive cards in MUT 22 right now that are under 100K. So this will absolutely help out all of you that are playing on a budget, all of you that are no money spent. If you guys find this video helpful, go ahead and click that thumbs up. It shows a lot of support on the videos. And if you don't want to miss the defensive one or any other of these top 5 series or any other MUT videos, also be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you are alerted when we drop additional videos. Now, when it comes to offense, this is a top 5 video, right? Top 5 players, but we were able to kind of break it down into some of the more important positional groups when it comes to offense. So we got you covered with a quarterback, a halfback, a wide receiver, a tight end, and then an offensive lineman. We're going to take a look at some bonus cards as well, so it won't be just limited to 5 players. So let's go ahead and start with the most important position on offense, and that is the quarterback, and it's going to be Zach Wilson. This card is actually still my quarterback on my no money spent squad. You can get him for under 100K like every other video, or I'm sorry, every other card in this video. And the best thing about this card, let's just be real, it's that he can get Gunslinger. Now, one thing to note here is that this is the 89 overall card, and you can get this card for under 100K, but if you want Gunslinger, you are going to have to power him up. His power up is really cheap, but you're going to need training. I still think for the cost of the training, plus the 89, plus the power up, you can still get it done for under 100K. And this card has 91 throwing power. He's got 88 throw on the run. Mid throw is 85, short 88, deep 87. So he's pretty balanced all over the place, and the 82 speed, it feels faster than 82 speed. Now we can take a look at his abilities, but remember I said you need the power up in order to get Gunslinger, and I imagine the most of you that, that want to pick up this card, that's why you're going to get him. Without the power up, he can get Pass Lead Elite and Set Feet Lead, which are kind of like great value versions of Gunslinger, and they're not bad. I have Pass Lead Elite on my Michael Vick card, and it's worked pretty well for me. But here are the abilities. He can only get 2 or up to tier 2 with the 89. I believe with the 90, with the powered up version, he can get 3 abilities at that point, but I pretty much only rock Gunslinger on him. As far as pricing goes, on PlayStation, he's about 79K. I think he's even cheaper than that. This is just the average. He was in the 60K range as I was loading up this video. So 79K on PlayStation. On Xbox, you can get him for about 75K. And then finally on PC, about 85K. One other card that you can kind of throw in there is the Flashback 88 overall Daniel Jones. He doesn't get as good abilities, but he's a little bit faster. He's got good throwing power, field general archetype, and if he gets another upgrade, he's going to be pretty solid going forward. Moving on to running back, there's a couple good options here, but I think the best of the best considering price and what you're getting on the field is going to be 87 overall most feared Raheem Mostert, and I'll just be honest, and you guys probably know this as well, it's all because of his speed. He's got 91 speed, he's got 90 acceleration, which is also very helpful. His catching isn't great at all, but he's still pretty reliable when it comes to catching the football, so I wouldn't pay too much attention to that. 67 catch, change of direction 89. He's not going to break tackles with that break tackle rating, but we're going to call it what it is. This is the option because he's really cheap and he's really fast, and speed kills when it comes to Madden Ultimate Team and Madden in general. As far as abilities go, I wouldn't really waste an ability slot on this, but backfield mismatch is probably your best option. If you're not really on a budget, I mean, this is a good backup or third running back to throw in there, throw in the mix as well, just because of the speed. And of course, you can always power him up. I think his power up is a little bit more pricey than most cards, so you may have to spend a little bit extra there. But the good thing with this card, right, is if we take a look at his actual pricing, I mean, he is dirt cheap. 32K on PC, so that's really, really affordable for all of you. 33K, about 34K almost on PlayStation, and then finally on Xbox, he's coming in at 33.7K, so really, really cheap. There's some other options out there that aren't as fast and a little bit more expensive. If you guys want to take a look, Travis Etienne, his Rising Stars card, pretty good there. He is, I think, at 90 speed and just pretty, well all around. And then on a little bit of the slower side, but still a very relevant and valid and good card, is the MUT Superstar Saquon Barkley. That card is still pretty usable. So there are 3 options there. I think Mostert is the best given he's the fastest and the cheapest, but ETN and Saquon definitely options you can go with. At wide receiver, I think the best option is going to be Campus Heroes 89 overall, Roy Williams. Now, he has 90 speed and he's 6'3". There are 2 other cards that could make our list here. Number 1 is going to be Campus Hero Joey Galloway, who has 91 speed, and then the other is going to be a 90 overall Rising Stars Jalen Waddle, who also has 91 speed. So both of those guys we just mentioned, a little bit faster, still under 100K, but they're also a little bit more on the short side. And the other thing that I really like about this Roy Williams card, other than the fact that he's fast and he's tall, is that his route running is better and very balanced across the 3. So he's got 86 catch in traffic, and then the short route running, which again I think is the least important. We talked about this in yesterday's video. His short route running is 85. His mid route running is 88. With the power up, you got it to 89. Strategy item can get it up to 90, and then the deep route running is 87. You can get that to 88 with the power up, and again, if you got certain strategy items, you might be able to get that one to 90. So I think across the board, Waddle and Galloway really good, deep threats. Roy Williams very balanced across all 3 route runnings. He's tall and he's fast, and he's under 100K. As far as abilities go, let's take a look at him. He doesn't get great ones mid, in and out, elite there. He gets short, in and out. Those are really the only usable ones on here that I would be using for this card if you were going to get him or power him up. And as far as pricing goes, 68.5K on Xbox, so there's the under the 100K, about 73K, almost 74K on PlayStation, and finally on PC, a little bit more expensive at 80K. But really good option for under 100K. He's going to give you everything you need in a wide receiver. If you are on a budget, the only tight end that you need on your squad right now is Team of the Week 89 overall Kyle Pitts. He is 6'6" and he has 90 speed. I really don't care about anything else other than that. But he still has 87 catch, which is good, 86 catch in traffic, a little bit low for a tight end, 88 spec catch, 85 short route running, 83 mid route running hurts a little bit as well, because I think mid route running is the most important when it comes to tight ends there. So his route running's not great, his catch in traffic are usable, but he's really tall and he's really fast. As far as abilities go, you could go mid-in or mid-out elite. Those are going to be good for tight ends. Or you can go with Matchup Nightmare if you need to put an ability on this card. Matchup Nightmare is really, really glitchy with tall tight ends, especially in the red zone, so you can utilize it there. Now, this card is cheap. It's absolutely going to fit under our 100K budget on PC. He's about 62K on PlayStation, about 60K, and on Xbox, about 60K as well. But here's the great news about this card. You can actually get it for free right now. So as long as you play your Team of the Week solos before November 2nd. We'll give you a day early reminder here. Before November 2nd, this solo gives you an 89 overall Kyle Pitts. It's a fantasy pack. You get to pick him, or there's a Packers linebacker. His name is escaping me right now. Devondre Campbell, I think maybe it is. But you don't want that card. You want the 89 Kyle Pitts. So go play this solo. It's there until November 2nd, about 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. You beat both of these solo challenges. They don't take much time at all. I did them on my No Money Spent squad already. You get a fantasy pack. That's going to give you that 89 overall Kyle Pitts. So let's end the video with probably the least exciting positional group of this video, but it's necessary. It's necessary to have a solid offensive line, and I'm not going to or point out like one specific position, but more so we're going to go with the best run blocker, the best pass blocker, and the most balanced offensive line, all under 100K. And I think when it comes to run blocking, Roger Saffold, which is a left guard, 88 overall heavyweight card, I think he's the go-to card, right? He's the best run blocking offensive lineman in the game, under 100K. He also has pretty solid pass block. 88 overall pass block isn't awful. So 87 strength, 87 awareness, 88 pass block, and 91 run block coming in on this Roger Saffold card. I'm not going to give any recommendations on abilities for offensive linemen because I just don't use them at all, but pricing wise, you can get Saffold on Xbox for about 55K, on PlayStation, same thing, about 55K, and on PC, 59K. So if you need a left guard and you're on a budget, pick up Roger Saffold. When it comes to pass blocking, right tackle Taylor Moton, another heavyweight card, is your go-to. The only concerning thing about this card is that he only has 84 strength, and typically when I'm judging an offensive lineman, I'm looking at strength, awareness, pass block, run block, but he does have 91 pass block, highest pass block in the game for any offensive lineman under 100K, and his run block's pretty solid as well at 89. He's got 88 awareness. He's 6'5". Again, I'm not going to give you any suggestions on abilities. If you guys want to leave the best abilities down below in the comment section for offensive linemen, feel free to do so, but pricing wise, this is PC. PC market can get a little crazy, but you can get him for under 100K on PC as well. On PlayStation, much cheaper at about 70K there, and you can get him in the 60K range. And finally on Xbox for Taylor Moton, he's at 73.8K. So there is a right tackle. We've given you a left guard. Again, you might play differently, but if you're looking for just overall balance, well, we got somebody there for you as well. That's right, we're ending the video with a center. And I know it's the least exciting of the offensive linemen, but Bruce Matthews, which was, I think, one of the original legends that came out, like on the original release of the game, he's under 100K, and he's the only offensive lineman right now currently that's under 100K and has both 90 pass blocking and 90 run blocking. So very balanced. Again, 90 pass block, 90 run block. He's got 87 strength, 87 awareness. You power him up, then we're talking 88, 88, 91, and 91. This is a great card, and he's very affordable. I think this is a center that most of you should have if you're playing on a budget or if you're no money spent, and this is a position of need for you. So as far as Bruce Matthews go, on his pricing on PC, again, a little more expensive on the PC market, but he's at about 94K. On PlayStation, he's 78K, and then finally on Xbox, he is about 72K. Again, 90 run block, 90 pass block. He covers both of those for you there, and he's going to be a good starting center probably for at least another month or so for all of you guys playing on a budget. And that's going to wrap it up. Those are my top 5, plus a bunch of other bonus options, cards on offense for under 100K. We should return tomorrow, if not tomorrow, definitely by the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, with the top 5 defensive cards in the game under 100K to help you guys out. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.